Okay, what's going on here?
This is a Seinfeld door, 96.
Nah, it don't matter. Anyway, I wanted to watch this, so.
The greatest of all time to have ever touched Siege has been settled. Now, before people get mad, again, I am not talking about greatest Siege person of all time. I'm not talking about greatest Siege influencer of all time. I'm talking about the greatest player, the best to ever do it, the most achieved and the best player in the world. And that player is Cyber. Cyber on FaZe Clan, if you didn't know, just completed Siege as an esport. They won the 6th Sweden Major back in 2021, then back-to-back 6 invitationals in 2025 and 2026, and that already put them as the greatest Siege team to ever touch the game. The only other Siege team that came close was G2 with Pengu and Fabian, and that was in an older era, which people call the Plumber era. Regardless, they did it in today's game, back-to-back SIs. The hardest it's ever been, and that's the most prestigious tournament. And then on top of that, they were missing one trophy from their case. That was the Esports World Cup. There's 3 S-tier tournaments that happen throughout the year: Major, Esports World Cup, and SI. And now they've won all 3. They've completed the Grand Slam, Triple Crown. They beat the game. Game's over. They did it. They completed Siege. Every single trophy. But not only that, chat. The reason why I'm talking about Cyber today is because Cyber carried that grand final. Cyber was doing things to the other thing in that grand final that should be illegal. Cyber was committing acts of domestic terrorism during that grand final. Like, the things, there was rounds where he was genuinely 1v5ing them. In fact, I have the round that he was genuinely, I have all those rounds in mind. Let's go ahead and watch this round. This round, right, against FaZe, they're defending open area. Cyber hits a lurk into Archives Howlers. Literally 1v5 in a ground. Just watch. Above Tellers Archive, cuts noise. Cyber freebie. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
this shit
They
crazy.
fake the top 4 clear. They actually go for a pick onto the first 4 players.
Here's Laura.
And it baits them back to help their boy, and they're dead. And notice how, like, right now, because Cyber threatens the site hit, Furia have to come back because now they're down man count. He's cut off the bridge, fall back to site, and they have to come back and power. Furia are aggressive team. They want to power this.
Right now until
They're playing refrag. They're playing good refrag. The way they're aggressive game. Smoke swings him, distracts him. This guy swings off the context. Cyber knows. Wife and kids, 28 years, doing this shit, bro. The maniac from Brazil.
Almost a fourth there towards Hashman onto Herds.
He's literally 1v5. He's literally 1v5ing. He's literally 1v5ing. The fucking mentally ill freak from Brazil. He's literally 1v5. He's literally 1v5ing. Like I said in that video, I think he's like 28. He's pushing 30. And he has a wife and kids. He has a wife and kids. And typically, when gamers hit like past 25, you're like, oh, they're past their prime. Go play support. Dude, he's running around. Look at him. He's carrying his kid while crushing another team's fucking key. He's running around like a freak on free roam, on straggler roam, and lurk first entry, just decimating his opponents. Let me show Border real quick. Like, look, Cyber, right?
Look at him go.
Absolute freak. Look at this maniac.
He's actually just a freak.
He's actually just a freak. And he gets Dabo's tracked. They track him. He's solo playing by himself on site. Solo. Everyone else is holding vert. Furia want to clear him out. Like 4v1. They're sending the entire fucking cavalry against him. They take horizontally. He just doesn't give a fuck. He's on God mode. He's 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 God mode.
Furia were able to strike to close the half phase. Will strike.
That's 15 kills, by the way. And literally, the craziest thing is, I hit this tweet during the middle of the game. Okay, Cyber's the greatest player to touch Siege. There's no debate anymore. What the fuck is he doing to Furia, bro? Literally just running around, doing whatever the fuck he wants. Next round, same thing. He's the solo player by himself in sight. He's by himself. Everyone else is holding top 4. He's isolated. They're hunting him 3v1.
By himself, bottom floor. 1v5ing that. There's like 3 people. There's 3 people clearing him on the rope. It just doesn't even matter. He's just by himself. He's just running around. He's just running around.
And then at this point, right, Furia, like, they're showing them around. It's whatever. There's 2 levels to this site, obviously. There's a vertical part because you could hold the hatch, you could hold above the site from above, and that's where the most of FaZe clan is. And there's obviously site itself, which is horizontal, which is where Cyber is. He's the one person holding down site. FaZe is mostly putting their strat into vertical. And Furia obviously have the choice to hit one or the other, right? They have the option to attack one or the other. Do we clear into a full setup up top, or do we clear into one person below, right? And in everyone's mind, the math checks out. Clear the one person below. It's easy. It's a 3v1. It's an XV1. But during the stream, Cyber was playing out of his mind, 16 kills, that I was like, dude, I hope for their sake that they actually choose to clear above.
Cyber's just a freak of nature.
They should convert to a top floor here. Honest to God, for their sake.
But I mean, he
I
really
hope
is
they
just
don't go
playing base
horizontal.
fundamentals, dude. Like,
The
he
Cyber's
literally is just,
horizontal.
well, his mechanics, his mechanical skill. I mean, you can't practice that level of game sense. That dude's, he's a freak.
But that one is Cyber! But that one guy is Cyber! It's fucking Cyber!
4 versus 2.
He eventually dies. He does eventually die. What did he even do? What did he even do on round 1 too? I remember like round 1, he was just running around, wasn't he? Like, look at this guy. Like look at this. Like Fury are doing some sort of blitz rush. Cyber's just fucking running around. 28 years old, just doing this shit.
2 through metal.
Cyber hits a flake through CC.
Hard waddle. It's an angle.
Cyber tracks the planner. Cyber gets through.
Oh my god.
Cyber run around. And he had 16 kills. Let's see per map. Bank, he had 16 kills.
Cyber
16
again,
kills on Bank. Border, he had 18 kills. That's 34 kills across 2 maps. That's like rank numbers. Mind you, he's doing this in a grand final. Look at this, bro. He's smoke. He's smoke. He should be playing the anchor spots. He should be playing the util spots. But he's smoke playing main stairs like a fucking maniac. By the way, I don't want to ever hear shit about roles ever again. I don't want to hear shit about roles ever again. Look, Cyber's on fucking smoke, playing main stairs shotgun layer. He eventually does have to play util and support on site, but he's a fucking aggressive maniac. He fucking blows this guy's head off with the smoke shotgun, and he does it again in the other round I literally showed you. Then earlier in the map, he's on blitz. He's on blitz. He's gunning people down on blitz, just pistol whipping, just running around on blitz. He could do it all. Let's see what op he's on. He's on Thermite round 1. He's on blitz round 2. He's on Ram. He's on Twitch DMR. He's on Nomad. He's on Smoke. I don't want to hear shit about, like, oh, but like, what if he plays that for us? No, he's been FaZe's first entry for a million years. And he was literally 10 kills of breaking the best of 5 kill record. The only reason why he didn't break the kill record is because it didn't go map 5. Because they beat Furious ass so bad. I think this conversation, I'll get into this later. I think this conversation really, like, this conversation is brought about is really showing how the disconnect between the larger Siege community and the community that follows the esports. I remember someone telling me during the game, and I have no hatred for anyone that doesn't follow the esport. I think that, you know, the game is hard to watch. It's hard to follow. Truly, I had someone ask me during the game, if FaZe are that good, if FaZe are truly the best, why are they not more popular? And I agree. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's hard to sell. Maybe it's because they have a Portuguese-speaking audience that are mainly their fans. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm trying to bridge that gap. That is the role I'm trying to fill in this community. He is #1 in all-time kills in Siege. Like, let's look at the metrics. Let's look at the metrics, because people will obviously want to come back and look at the metrics. Oh, he might have had one good game. What about his metrics? #1 in all-time kills in all-time in Pro Siege. #1 all-time in kills at the 6 Invitational. #1 all-time in kills at S-tier events. #1 all-time kills in playoffs at S-tier events. #1 all-time kills against EU. #2 against NA. #2 in the finals of S-tier events. #2 in the 6 majors. That's back in the day. That's the 6 majors.
This dude
That's
Michael
not
Jordan.
major blast
This
majors.
dude
That's
Michael
6
Jordan.
majors.
He's on
Back
a-
in the day. That's
he's on
LeBron
a-
longevity, right? #1 all-time
marathon.
opening kills at S-tier events. #1 all-time opening
Insane,
kills
dude.
at S-tier finals. #1 all-time kills in playoffs of S-tier events. #1 all-time kills SI. #1 all-time opening kills.
I will say
in the majors.
his glaze
#1
is for real.
earnings
I
in
love it.
Siege.
I love
this
the
was
glaze.
this was a record
But
that no
you're right,
one
though.
thought could beat Shaiko. Like, no one thought anyone could beat Shaiko in this, because Shaiko won 3 Saudi tournaments in a row, and that's not 3 EWCs. You gotta remember, I hate when people say Shaiko has 3 EWCs. He has 2 Gamers 8s and 1 EWC, right? He has 2 Gamers 8s. Gamers 8 back in the day. Let me show you what a Gamers 8 was. This was a Gamers 8. Gamers 8 was literally the first 2 Gamers 8 Shaiko won. Let's look at them. This is Gamers 8. This is the entirety of the tournament. This is the entirety of the tournament. It was a roller tournament to qualify for Gamers 8, and it was a roller tournament to play in Gamers 8, and like people like Canadian didn't even play it because they thought it was a scam, right? But like, regardless, money was huge, and Shaiko had that over everyone. He surpassed him in that because he won 2 SIs and an EWC. MVP of the tournament, #1 all-time wins in S-tier events. He's a god. He's a fucking god. If you're talking about every metric, he's #1 in basically every single metric. He MVP'd the grand finals. He hard carried that game. He's shooting like that, and he was doing that back in 2021 when he was the fresh, you know, rookie entry that everyone was hyping up. And you remember this short that people were making fun of?
Or Ashen?
Since the dawn of mankind, humans have had one obsession: capturing their greatest gaming moments.
Stompin or Cyber? Cyber or Doki?
Cyber.
People were making fun of
Cyber or
this.
Pasha?
Cyber.
Cyber or Citizen?
Cyber.
Cyber or
Cyber.
Gaveni?
Cyber.
Cyber or Shaco?
Cyber.
Cyber.
Cyber or NJR?
Cyber.
Cyber or Herds?
Cyber.
Cyber or Ambi?
Cyber.
Cyber or Gunner?
Cyber.
Cyber or Bride?
Cyber.
Cyber or Joom?
Cyber.
Cyber or Prime Pengu?
Cyber.
Cyber or Liquifac?
Cyber.
Cyber or Jinxie?
Dixie. Dixie's the best Siege, undoubtedly. He revived the game. But we're not talking about person. We're talking about player. Who's the best player to ever do it. And I think a lot of people, when they first came out, they were like, he's such a troll. He just says Cyber funny ones and says it for the rest of the interview. I'm not sure if he meant it all or he wanted to repeat Cyber or just putting his fellow Brazilian up there. Like, as if Cyber didn't win back-to-back SIs before this interview even happened, right? Cyber, Not gonna lie, Prime Pengu and Prime Shaiko beats Cyber when it comes to feats. Listen, Prime Pengu's the only valid argument here. Prime Pengu's the only other player to have 2 back-to-back SIs. Shaiko does not have an SI. That's like if an NBA player didn't have an NBA championship. All right. Regardless, what I wanted to talk about too is when I read the now I made a video saying basically Cyber's the GOAT, and I think a lot of the comments have really shown me that there's a large disconnect between the audiences. I want to come out and say that, one, I don't have hate for any of the names that the people are mentioning. I think like the names that people are mentioning are great players. In fact, they're very good players, and they wouldn't nearly be as popular if they didn't back up their skill level in Pro League. I think what they're doing is great, and I think there's a bright future for everyone to mention. Number 2, I don't blame anyone for not really watching R6 esports. That is the gap I'm trying to cover, right? I think there's a big disconnect between casual R6 and good R6, like, you know, a competitive R6, and I think I'm trying to bridge that gap. I'm trying to sell the esport more. I'm trying to fill that role of making FaZe more popular because they're the best. I want it to be merit-based. That being said, I made a video talking about Cyber being the GOAT. Obviously, these are joke comments. You know, I think these are funny joke comments, but there's some people that I think that are quite serious. So it's not Stompin. Stompin hasn't won anything in Pro League. He got Rookie of the Year, and the only thing I know, but he's only been in PL for like 1 to 2 years. Many pros have got Rookie of the Year, but that makes sense. He's a great rookie, but still not the conversation at the hand, right? Stop. We're talking about you're genuinely an idiot. He's won so many titles.
Hell yeah, I watch Pro League. I love
He's still
watching.
new to PC.
Siege and Counter-Strike are my 2 and most. I'm a big Optic fan, which kind of puts me in the struggle because like I don't want to be fans of FaZe just because of like an Optic FaZe thing. But FaZe, dude, like ever since like 2021, dude, they've been like a sleeper in the siege. But it's just these guys are nuts, and I'm so glad that everything finally worked out for them, and they got the back-to-back SIs and the Esports World Cup. That was really cool to see that happen.
You got a screenshot, Mikey, bro? Actually, are you big?
But no, I love Optic, dog. I mean, I don't watch COD Esports anymore, but definitely Counter-Strike, Siege are the ones I still watch.
Keyword customs, id customs. Bro said id customs. Yeah, a lot of people are realizing, that, very disconnected. I will say, I'm not going to insult people, right? Jinxie doesn't really know nothing about Siege, but Shaiko's still the greatest player. Shaiko doesn't
I think the only Optic
SI,
team I
right?
watch is
The
Halo.
most important win in Siege. It's
But
like
Halo's
World
in the
Series
toilet
baseball or
as
NBA
far as
championship.
esports goes.
It is what it is, right? Shaiko has a bunch of NBA cups, essentially. Like the NBA Cup in the middle of the season, that's what Shaiko has, right? Doesn't have NBA championship. It is. He's the best to ever touch the game. He has the best potential right now, but he's not near as other good player Prime. I think he's quite good. I think he's definitely like, top 20, top 10. But yes, he has potential, but that's not the conversation. One, he is way fucking better. Most of these motherfuckers have been playing in the pros for 4 years. Stompin has literally been in Pro League for a year. But again, like, this is not the argument we're making, Other players have hordes of potential, especially if they're early in their career. No doubt. But we're not talking about potential. We're talking about who is the greatest now. Thinks the audience really thinks Stompin and Spoit are top 20. They probably are. I mean, top 20 is a really wide range. I would say they can be top 20. Nope, Stompin exists. And then someone had an argument against some other guy. I don't know why everything's out of order. Someone said probably like no Spoits here, and then they picked like a video where they asked pros Stompin or Spoit or something, and for some reason that's like the objective response. But
Spoit's a really good player too. Spoit's
getting like
a little demon.
Reading these comments, bro. Like this is not even the conversation at hand anymore. Stompin didn't even make the majors. Hasn't won a single international title. I think he probably will, bro. He probably will. Genuinely brain that Stompin is never winning an SI UTMC. I actually disagree with that. Stompin is nothing compared to Cyber. You can't even qualify from the EML. Even Fnatic packed the mid. Godly better? No, Godly is not better. Hell no, Mingo and Spoit. Mingo hasn't even played in T1. Why is Brazil good on Siege? Like Korea for League, but in Siege. I don't care. Shaiko is the GOAT. I'm glazing. But Spoit and Stompin. Shaiko is the GOAT. Let's read these replies. Not even close. Shaiko is better. He achieved way more. Never won a SI. Yeah, like you can't say that. Trophy don't define a player by this logic. Jorginho greater than I don't even know who the fuck that is. Shaiko hits better clips and plays better clutches. Y'all dick ride him because he won 1 tournament. Greatest not equal to best. No, this is the one I want to respond to because it's like, okay, guys, if you put up a almost basically record-breaking pace performance, if you're dropping 16 kills and 18 kills back-to-back maps in a grand final and you MVP the grand final and you get a 1.4 rating, are you not the best player? Like, or is that not a strong case for being the best? Like, I'm just saying, like, Jalen Brunson dropping 60 against the Spurs. Was he not the best player in that minute? In that minute of the NBA, was he not like the best? Like, or is it not like, no, okay. I don't even care if he's the best or not. Is it not fair to at least talk about him being the best? No, LeBron. Oh, Shaward. Never mind, bro. Nope. Spoit will forever be my GOAT. He's not horrible in Pro League. He got to a grand finals. Stomping better. Yeah, but keep glazing stomping. I thought this was obvious. Did you read the rest of the comments? Spoit is def better, but it would be close if they went against each other. People saying that Stomp is better, you're wrong. But here's what I think, right? Here's my thing, is that like, even if a player is mechanically better, that doesn't make them a better player, right? Like, my thing is that, yes, Spoit and Stompin and these younger players, a lot of the younger players probably have more hands than Cyber. Cyber's an old man, but greater things make you a greater player that contributes to wins. For instance, there's a large difference between the reputation of KD and James Harden versus the reputation of Steph Curry and LeBron. KD, during points of his career, probably had a greater scoring output than Steph and LeBron. If you're a coach building an NBA team, would you rather build around Steph, LeBron, not like right now LeBron, like good LeBron, or KD, James Harden? I think the majority of the people would pick Steph, LeBron. And there's a difference. There's a difference there, right? It's about who you would take. And in this case, I would take Cyber over Spoit and Stompin, because Cyber knows what it fucking means to win multiple rings. There's attributes there. There's difference there. And I think a lot of it's highlighted in this, right? That you know this better than anyone else, but this is a team game. There's no true. Are you really saying what the slightly plays that aggressive, but he fails a lot. He tries and he fails a lot, but he also won an SI, but he fails way more than Cyber. Herds fails a lot. He does try to play that aggressive. Everyone else is modeling themselves, guys. Benjamaster, Herds, they're modeling themselves after Cyber's game right now. Can Cyber beat Stompin in a 1v1? Well, no, but ones don't matter. Yeah, no, Stompin's washing everyone in a 1v1. He's the best 1v1 in the world. By the way, there's a difference between being the greatest player and being the best player. Spoit is the best player, obviously, since he beats everyone. Dog, again, number 1 kills, number 1 earnings, number 1 kills in playoffs, number 1 opening kills, number 1 everything. Best rated player, MVP of the tournament. Is Cyber really above Fabian? 3S is pretty hard to beat, and that's why I clarified person versus player, right? Because Fabian won another SI as a coach. So he's the best siege mind of all time. You should do a short making the greatest R6 Pro and talking about like stomping mechanics, Spoits, Ape, Canadians, Braid. But like, that's the thing. Kill performance-wise. He's like number 1 in all of it. Like, if we really want to talk about stats, right? If we really want to talk about stats, right? Then at SLC and EWC, if you're really going to hyper-focus in on stats, then Shu Reap is the best player in the world. Or like Ambi, right? Ambi or Shu Reap, right? And then it's like Handy, Newers, Edge AR, Bay, Cyber, Soul, Surfrex, and your favorite content creators are not here. Like, if we're really gonna hyper fixate on stats, this is the stat list. Sorry, I'm blocking Shu Reap from the top, but Shu Reap's up here. This is Shu Reap. Shu Reap on CAG is the best. But yeah, on the Handy point, I think because Handy did the best performance during the SI Grand Finals, both of them, right? But I think that was why, like, that was the one argument holding Cyber back potentially, is like, oh, how could he be the best if Handy's like outperforming him? That was the one thing, right? Because it's not like a Canadian argument where he has a 0.9 KD, but he wins everything because he's IGL. And it's not like a G2 argument because it's like, you got to think about the cruxes. What are the cruxes of each argument? If you argue that Canadians the GOAT, oh, well, he doesn't have a high KD. Okay, he doesn't perform. Okay, fine. All right. Oh, if you talk about G2 being the GOAT, oh, they played against the Plumber era. That's like what the typical arguments are that people make to go against that, right? Cyber's one argument against him was that Handy did better than him, even though Cyber was right number 2 before him, right beneath him on that list during both SIs. Great, sure, whatever. But now at this event, he fucking blows everyone out of the water with this Grand Finals performance. This is fucking insane. In a Grand Final, this is insane, chat. Now there's nothing left to say. And it's like, I understand Handy did amazing he was definitely the best player in the world. He was number 1. Doki put him at number 1. Right? But the thing is that Cyber did this back in Mexico in 2021, or not Mexico, Sweden in 2021. Like, Cyber's been doing this for, like, the longevity on this guy is insane. This is literally LeBron level longevity. It's Jinxie, be for real. Yeah, no. Jinxie in terms of like influence, like greatest. I think Jinxie's the greatest streamer of all time, bar none. Like I'm so biased. I think Jinxie's the greatest streamer to ever touch Twitch. By the way, random glaze session. Random glaze session. In a world of IRL streaming, he brought the focus back onto gaming. I think that's goat shit. I think that's goat shit. In a world of IRL streaming, he put the focus fully back on gaming, and I think that's goat shit. And I will always think Jinxie's the goat. Cyber is proof that all you need to do is play what's comfortable and not what's popular. Cyber plays native resolution 16:9. You gotta tell any top PC champ, and they're probably gonna question your existence. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even play 4-3. He plays reflex scope 16:9, 90 FOV. He's 28 years old. Best team in the world players history by far. Cyber is officially the GOAT after this. And some random motherfuckers who don't watch the RCC people say that Stompin' is the GOAT or something. Holy glaze. But again, a lot of comments from a lot of competitors, you know, saying Cyber is the GOAT. Cyber already is, consecrates himself as the greatest in the history of this little game, and there's no discussion. Cyber crosses everyone all time. It used to be Pengu and all-time kills. This is, I think, really cool. Pengu was all-time kill leader for a while. Then it became Nesk, then Palu. It eventually passed Nesk at some point, and now Cyber passes Palu at 5,800 kills, right? Loban says, best line in history, GOAT of Siege. Hungry says, greatest dynasty of Siege or FaZe. Greatest roster of all time is not close. Cyber, go to the game. Discussion ends here. This is the official Esports World Cup account. Cyber is the GOAT of R6 Esports. Right? It's crazy to say that Cyber is on the same level as Fallen. Cyber has all of Siege's records, ace the R6 champions, has history. What's missing for them to be compared side by side? Motherfucker saying him Messi and Pele. Cyber is the Messi, Fallen is the Pele. What is the greatest of all time? What is the greatest esports? End of story. Okay, I don't know enough about fucking.
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes, and we'll spot you up to $200. Apply now.
Soccer, right? Motherfuckers comparing him to Messi. And it's like, we have to think about what people use in other sports as arguments, right? The LeBron #1 points argument. That's exactly what Cyber has. He has the all-time most kills, right? Like, that's the LeBron argument people make, okay? Well, Michael Jordan had, like, a more dominant dynasty. Okay, well, Cyber has 2 SIs. He has the most wins. He has what Michael Jordan has and LeBron has in the same player. Longevity.
Dude, I would love to be in esports. Like, dude, I wish I could just find a team. Like, dude, let me find a team tomorrow. I'll run that shit.
Let's use an X name player because I think people.
Like, I'm not the best shooter, dog.
And try to make it as if I'm like hating on Stop_Sport. I think Stop_Sport are absolutely amazing players. But for someone without a trophy, that's like saying James Harden is the greatest basketball player of all time. How far up? There's got like, you know what I mean? Like, is James Harden the greatest basketball player of all time? He's the greatest scorer ever. Yes, and that's the craziest thing because there are people that argue that there are greater scorers. I understand your argument, but I value winning more than the stats you bring up, and you can't be the GOAT if you only had won events with 1 roster and 1 comp. Canadian won 2 SIs and Charlotte with 3 different teams in 3 different eras. Cyber also isn't the clear best player on FaZe at all times. Handy was much better at 2025, 2026 SI. Canadian is always the most impactful player and the team in Canadian is a GOAT, and EWC win is a changing my video. That's fair. That's fair. The thing is, this is fair. This is the main point I'm trying to sport and medium. Like, Canadian is a fair argument. Pengu is a fair argument. Shaiko is 1 SI away from being a fair argument, right? But he has no SIs. Sport has 1 major, and Stoppin has no trophies. They're disgusting players. But at the end of the day, it's like every other sport, every other medium of esport, the average fan, if you pick one up off the street and you ask them, hey, who's the GOAT? Soccer guy's gonna say Ronaldo or Messi, and they've won. And they've scored a lot. Basketball players gonna say LeBron or MJ, right? Baseball player may say Shohei Ohtani. He's won a World Series. But it's like the GOATs in all these different sports have won. They've won. There's wins, there's rings, there's accomplishments. No one's looking at those sports as a trophyless player and being like, well, he's won, therefore he's my GOAT. You know? And I'm trying to mend that disconnect with my co-streaming. I'm trying to bridge that gap between the casual audience and the more competitive audience. So, call to action if you made it this far in the video. Please comment down below what you think like I could do to help sell these players more from Brazil, because a lot of people don't really care about Brazil, even though they've been the most dominant region in Siege for a long time. And I understand that the Brazilian fans know more. I want to bring more of those storylines, you know, to overseas. One of them, for example, being KDS, basically being the Nikola Jokic of Siege, right? Like, he has a reputation for like not really caring when he wins. Like everyone else, they're so happy lifting this trophy. And KDS is just like, I want to go home and play COD. Like, KDS is just fucking hilarious. Like, just literally does not care. When can I go home and play COD? People say they see him, like, leaving the practice room early whenever he, like, wins a major or whatever. But also, KDS has won a major before that. Well, KDS is a major over Cyber, which is crazy. Dude, that FaZe team is just disgusting. It's the greatest team to have ever touched Siege. Do you think Alabama is closer to GOAT? I think the one thing Shaiko does really have going for him, I'll do a Q&A portion right now. I'll just read chat. I think Shaiko was closer just because of his influence. Like, I think Shaiko has his influence, like, over. The thing is, chat, it's like, I'm just like you guys. I don't have the people always try to attribute rigid, like, constraints. They're gonna be like, oh, well, if achievements matter so much, why would you just put Shaiko over Alabama? Bro, I have the same subjective opinion as you guys. I have the same context, right? There's context, right? It's the same reason for LeBron and MJ and the NBA. Oh, then, like, fucking, that guy who won, like, who's the guy fucking, I'm blanking out. Who's the guy who, like, Wilt Chamberlain? Was it Wilt or was it Bill? Who won the most NBA championships? Bill Russell, that's who it is. Yeah, like that. It's the same thing. It's like Bill Russell would be the fucking greatest player of all time because he has so many NBA championships. But obviously, he's playing in a fucking era where it wasn't as competitive. So therefore, that's why people put MJ and LeBron. Contextualized, right? LeBron did it in different teams. MJ did it with the same team. That was a really good team. Contextualized. And MJ dominated finals while LeBron has the longest scoring. Contextualized. The context of everything matters. I'm taking that same context. I'm not a fucking robot, man. I'm not a fucking robot. Same thing. I could understand that Shaiko's closer because he has greater impact in the game. Everyone copied his settings, but at the same time, doesn't have an SI. Doesn't have an SI. He's on the Mount Rushmore. He's absolutely on the Mount Rushmore. Doesn't have an SI. Bet all you're doing is yapping, knowing Cyber got carried by Handy in every tournament in the past 3 years. Every tournament. If I don't recall correctly, every tournament. Go tournament, all EWC? Yeah, he had a higher rating all EWC. But it's like, dude, you can't, like, why are you discounting a fucking crazy finals performance? Wait, I thought you were right. You're wrong.
Do you play League of Legends? Microsoft has a brand new way to get right.
He's number 1 on his team. He was number 1 the whole EWC. I actually thought, wait, JJ, I actually thought you were right. JJ, I genuinely thought you were right. I actually thought you were right. Like, I thought you were right. I was fully ready to get like, oh, god damn it, they're fucking nitpicking something correctly again. That mentioned when teams have expectations, they build narratives they're supposed to use what chalks them, but a team that wins every other S-tier event is expected to win each event, doesn't even get mental chalk, contradicts what you say. Well, that's why they win. I didn't say that's a universal law. I'm saying that's the challenge that teams need to overcome if they want to win like FaZe wins. Guys, that's why FaZe wins. They lost in the worst way possible. They went down once, they went up 6-1, and they threw that all the way. And now nothing bogs them down anymore. Nothing could perturb them. Joom clutched up twice against them God mode clutches to stop them from winning SI 2026. And they still went on to win the whole event because nothing bothers them anymore. They got up from their chairs early twice in infinite overtime in 2025 and 2026 because they thought to win the event early. It didn't chalk them because nothing bothered them anymore. I think Shaiko is very good and can be compared to Cyber in performances, but he did it with SI because his team was not like FaZe. FaZe is way better than the BDS roster in 2024. Ah, yes. Shaiko's team was not like FaZe. The same team. Let's look at Shaiko's team back when he was with EFAC, all right? Yes, the same team that made 4 grand finals in a row. The same team that made grand finals of the Manchester Major, grand finals, S tier, grand finals, made 2nd place, grand finals, Blast Major Montreal, grand finals, SI 2025, won the EWC this following year. No, didn't win this. Won this EWC. He won this EWC. Sorry. Grand finals again at the Munich Major in 2025. Munich Major grand finals. 4 grand finals. Ubisoft grand finals. Not good, apparently. Terrible fucking team. Your Manchester Major is making best. I actually agree with this, though. Like, you're rage baiting, but I agree. Like, by now, the shit that we were doing back then that was innovative is default. Like, the game is infinitely harder now. Absolutely. Do you think the Esports Nation Cup would help more in the GOAT? Maybe not this first one, because it's, like, the first time they're ever doing it. Gunner is living proof of Gunner revolutionized Siege. Well, you can't say Gunner was Mickey because Gunner won the Munich Major, which was the most competitive Siege event we've seen in years. Like, it had the closest games in years, literally. It was prime G, like, bro, Gunner's Major, like the Munich Major, we didn't talk about the Munich Major. The Munich Major was fresh off of 2nd place G2. So, prime G2, Prime Falcons, right? No, not Prime Falcons, but Falcons winning EWC, FaZe Clan going crazy, Secret, who just won EWC, Furia, who won Brazil again. They look like the dynasty team. Like, it was like everyone, all the world champions in their prime, basically. It was crazy. That is the greatest player in Siege. Oh, shit, word. Raid Bullies. Okay, is it Cyber, yes or no? Give me your answer, Raid Bullies. You as a pro, tell me your answer. Cyber. Yep, there you go. Saying that G2 played against plumbers is TikTok braid stupid shit since they said beat everyone they could. If other people are trash, that's their problem. Yeah, absolutely. But that's a fair argument. Like, saying Pengu or G2 is fair argument. But again, I'm saying that that's what the general audience believes. Like, the general argument for people that are unfamiliar with Siege esports is that they played against plumbers, right? I absolutely think their achievements are still valid because they're not going to control what era they play in. But the general argument that the Siege audience at large makes that actually watch the esports says that, oh, they were playing against an easier era. But, like, you got to understand, chat, like, there's a difference. Like, for instance, 6 Invitational 2017. There's a difference between, like how much does this SI, like, I still think Canadian, like, I'm going to say he has 2 SIs, right? Because he has 2 SIs. And it's a fucking SI, regardless. Like, it's not his fault that was the one he won, right? But, like, how much does this tournament compare to this tournament? Guys, there were 6 teams total in this tournament. This was SI back in 2017. This is SI now. You know what I mean? Like, how much do these tournaments compare? Like, that's why people bring up the eras argument. The same rules every time. I'm not saying your argument. It's like, I literally said it's not his fault for playing in that era. I'm just saying that's why people have that opinion. I'm playing devil's advocate to you right now. That's why people that argue against you say what they can argue against you. Is Packer not better than Cyber? Yes. And that's why, sidewide, that's why Faker so fucking impressive. Because Faker forged 2 different dynasties with 2 different teams in 2 different eras. The first time he won Worlds, Faker, 2013, the inset kick, the mechanics were god, like, they were like challenger level mechanics. Now those same challenger level mechanics are gold. Now kids grow up playing League, and on top of all that, Faker's still winning Worlds. But yeah, absolutely. Like, Pengu G2, Canadian arguments, these are all, like, valid arguments to there. But arguments for players that have not, in my opinion, won the minimum amount of achievements. Like, I think, honest to God, if Sploit won a SI or Shaiko won a SI, then they're instantly in the conversation. Absolutely. But it's just like, we're not there yet. We're not talking about that time. YouTube views would go up if Sploit started winning SI after SI after SI, or Stompa started winning SI after SI after SI after SI. I would be eating up. That would be like my Faker. That would be like that. I'd be the Gotham chess to their match.
Dust off your resume and make it shine.
I mean, fuck it, we might as well. I mean,
there's a lot of things I don't like remembering, but I got my 1-year coin today.
You would have been so proud of you.
Oh my god, here we go. Here we go, bro. G2 versus SR, Stompin versus Sploit on the main stage. Whoever loses is out. It's playoffs time, quarterfinals. Holy f***ing shit. Main stage for the first time ever. Stompin versus Sploit. Both these teams, Sploit, top-rated player at the event. Everyone on G2 positive. We talked about Canadian the other day. We think potentially this could be the game. I have G2 predicted, but Canadian could have a huge game here. And if he does, it's a scary-looking game either way. 2 times in the past, last time they played in the past, 2 times Shopify won against G2. I think it's a different era, though. I think it's a different team, different era. I think G2 Edge just went out as of right now, but we'll see. I hope for a good game. I want a close game. I want 3 maps. Let's fucking go.
I think we'll go 3 maps. I think it'll all be decided on later. I'm just trying to figure out which map will go to who.
Yeah. I feel like Bank G2
pick is Cafe, but I feel like I think SR could take Bank. I don't think it's in the cards necessarily, but I think it's
yeah.
I think they'll each win each other's maps.
Dealing with hatches is now 1,000,000 times easier because the lack of a Zoto canister, and again, the K clause.
Dude, Lair's gonna be so dicey. I really hope.
On a very heavy roam, tons of information with the help of Doki on the Solus, Benja playing Valkyrie with
Grim ban, Montan ban, Cade ban, Tube ban. Cade ban, Tube ban, good against G2. G2
play a lot of strats where they have 2 K for keeping Janitor wall closed and E3 wall closed. Oh, already a basement lurker versus a basement roamer. And they both have info on each other because of Snake.
Also knowing that Shopify Rebellion, specifically Canadian, love those shields. Doki and Inkling, that Surf might be approaching his position, just pops the gas canister and backs away to live and fight another day.
I would have loved to see like an ego chow right off the rip first fucking minute of the round.
Oh, Ambi's already up. Ambi's already up. Ambi gets Alamo.
Wow.
Psycho down.
Oh no. Not your entry fragger's gone.
Crazy. Ambi killed Alamo the same way Alamo does it to like everybody.
Yeah, Alamo does that own play, yeah.
Huge entry pick. Spoit going 1-for-1 as well, still making space, getting rid of the Oryx.
And they have blue control, they have ace. If they want to go for bottom square wall, they could.
The game, but G2 are
I will say, I don't think
Doki big aggro.
aware of the Val cams. This would be the X factor here. Of course, Doki playing off of that, but they have all the picks and nobody's even entered the building aside from Ambi.
And where this plant is going down.
Well, Doki's getting aggressive, but nothing's really happening from it.
Very plant-focused team. So
here's SR's signature stall out. How did they convert this though? The player and Tyler still looks like they're hunting.
Depending on where Shopify Rebellion start to play. Remember, not all of open area is destructible from.
They're going for Tyler's Archives player. Oh, Doki has a gap on him.
For the Solus just before that though,
Ambi's down.
Doki stomping 2v2 Ambi down.
As now the Nook is on the floor too.
Oh, he has no idea there's a guy bunker. Oh!
Wonder Kid, now a 2 versus 2 as Ambi has been revived by Canadian, but both attackers find themselves outside the bomb site. Doki looking to
Troy
maybe
and Troy. Ambi versus Stompin and
literally, it's literally up to Troy to get kills here.
And a PID.
It's
oh yes, Troy.
It's literally up to Troy to get kills here, bro.
Any faith to be had with Troy in this series, and needs to start right now. This is insane.
Stompin still has a C4 too, bro. They have C4. Doki can call plant. They have C4 if they go for a hot stat swap. Oh, Stompin's gonna go for it. They have no. They know he's going for that.
What? Stompin's ready. He could maybe land this nitro cell to save the round.
He's gonna just solo. Wow. Where'd he kill him from?
This is a Stompin.
Oh!
Stompin misses the shots.
Up and run away. He has C4.
Is in a position to plant with Ambi to cover. Down goes the diffuser. Halfway through now, Stompin likely does not have an angle to use his C4. He knows this is going to come down to the gunfights. Plant now completed. Ambi and Canadian can start to back off. You see the Nook already retreating.
Canadian literally just has a tuck for his life. Ambi retakes her. Ambi retakes her. They give. They're playing good post. They're playing good post.
Now this is a difficult proposition for
Prep a C4 and start sinking.
But he knows the hatch is open. This should be a losing round.
Oh my God, Rebellion. Wow, Troy didn't even have to get a kill there.
Troy has a DMR full HP. Ambi's one shot.
That's crazy.
And he's still having to get all the kills before Troy.
Rossi thinking this up. Caducey thinking this up. Gamba thinking this up. Jonah adds. T-First thinking this up. Jonah adds. Kirby thinking this up. Troy thinking this up. Fat2's thinking this up. Glitcher thinking this up. Put it reverse Terry. Jonah adds.
Yeah, this is G2
thinking this up. Jonah adds.
This is probably the only team, like only like one of like maybe 2-3 teams that SR would ever be an underdog in predictions.
And play the open
and they're already coming out the gate swinging.
Now the biggest thing for G2, I think when I heard them in their game against who the fuck did they play to make it to main stage?
Just go for the push with little
Wait, who? SR?
Yeah, no, G2.
Information though, Snake, Deimos.
They lost a Twisted Mind. They played VP, right? And they said in that halftime that yo guys, we can't play stressed like we did against Twisted Minds and that first map against VP.
So what is your response?
Which means G2, when they're loose, if the pressure's not on them, that's when they look like they look the best. So I think for G2, one of the big factors is the mental here. Are they stressing out? Are they taking it too seriously? Honest to God, they might want to not take it as seriously with all the memes and shit, bro.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. It's like whenever people have nothing to lose, they play the best, right? It's like when you are playing a match that doesn't determine any placements, any qualification,
oh my God, Ambi another opener.
Like crazy.
Ambi lurks for look against Benjo, yeah.
Now as he starts to pick on the Benjamin Master.
Ambi has fucking blood in his eyes, bro.
And the crazy thing is he's about to take another fight. He's gonna get this. Wow.
This guy, Solus is fighting this? No one's helping him. It's a 1v1. Whoa, my God, Ambi! Oh my God!
Holy
shit!
That's crazy, bro. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say before he killed Ambi before he killed Doki was that's really Benja's territory. Benja's like, if you know him for one position, it's Teller's archive on base.
Yeah, with the mute jammer blocking all the.
He just rolled up and just slid on his ass, bro, just like nothing, and even takes Doki. And that's a 5v3. And here's the thing: a lot of teams would get too confident. Surf gets another one.
Just straight momentum in the side. He's an E1. He's an E1. Surf's an E1. And he's pulling pressure. There's so much pressure to pull. Yep. And now they walk down main stairs to go up garage. They go E1. Lasting his vault hatch. Beautiful flood. Wow. Rebellion looks so good. Round 2. Oh my god. I have people thinking of the sub. Quiet Ghost thinking of the sub. 773 net. Jaden. PP Yerk. Lil Dogs. Ice Dive. I Man.
This is like, I would say this is like
Carlos Ghost. Every sub. No ads. Jojo ads. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys.
Again, though. 2 rounds only.
Oh, tag time out already.
Like I want to change your gameplay here, okay? I want every defense now from now on. We stay more compact. So like we go CEO, like we have on the second floor.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't. Crowd's too loud.
Then I'm gonna play Sever. I'm gonna play like
Ramayo's too quiet.
I'm gonna play wrong, okay? I'm gonna play like deep Sever stairs.
Yeah, you.
I can't hear him at all in chat. I can't tell you what he's trying to say.
Wow, that's not a great translation.
I'm gonna die server stairs or fall back?
Die server stairs. So play power spots instead of the roam, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
All I heard was die server stairs. That's literally all I heard. I can't hear. It's too quiet. I literally can't hear. Sorry, chat.
Here's the thing, bro. That timeout, it's kind of hard to say because they have just died. They have just died to like early aggression. Like it's just they've just died to Ambi. They literally just have died to Ambi. Ambi walks up red, kills Alamo. Shaiko overreacts stock, extends out, Spoit kills him. Ambi walks in Tellers, kills 2 guys. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah, I think he's maybe calling to like have them play more power spots instead of like stragglers going for picks.
I mean, I hate to say it. Stock, janitor, power spots, Tellers, power spots. So it's like they're still playing the power spots here. I will say CEO I think would be a better like taste of it because everything's so close together and there's not a lot of movement, right?
Yeah.
Stock, it's E3, it's CEO, it's Jan, it's Trump, and that's it.
Change for Rebellion as
well. I was gonna say like Telework is like the most common like pick spot like the lurkers go for though. If you do go for it, you're not gonna get a lurk kill until like the server stairs player. But yeah, I think CEO's the right call. I think play more bunker for basement, like maybe a life hole off is the right call. I just don't know what they do about the first floor site. If they do go back to open area or Teller.
I think another thing with the CEO is that Stompin is on flat. I think that'll be good. It gives them a little bit more avenue to kind of like power, rotate, do whatever they need to do. Because that E3 wall is going to get open no matter what. And if they didn't have, bro, Ambi, do you see Ambi's sense, dude? This guy just did 2 360s.
I think the biggest win here for Rebellion is the fact that they banned the Cade tube because G2 loved playing that tape Cade tube strat for up top, keeping the E3 wall closed. Now E3 wall is going to be open, and I don't know if they're used to that. They have Flash to block it though. Ambi's already in. Ambi's feeling it, bro.
And other than Barb, they don't really have a whole lot of like traps. Like Ambi, if he can secure this Barb, that's already one set of Barb gone. He has so much room to like move around and figure out what he wants to hit.
I wonder if they even know he's here. Like surely they heard that barbed wire, no?
100% they do. They have another one though, so.
Surf looking to maybe hunt this Solus from below Shopify.
I think this is their top square. Is this your top square?
Cleared out. They know
they sense off and they go for top square walls and they want the blitz
easily rotate downstairs later on.
Clash is so deadly for retaking curve though on the top square take.
Ambi currently just outside.
Clear out close windows, no one there.
Again, hunting down below too. We're halfway.
No, Canadians in lobby.
ATM.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lobby crunch. Maybe they're gonna have one off the top square, use a sense, fake it out, and have Canadian go up ATM. That's crazy though. Azami blocks up both the E3 holes. They need to go DMR that, otherwise that's massive value by G2's Azami.
I feel like there's so much room for error on the blitz being spiral side.
Clearing a corner, one of the only spots in the map you can't get vertical from
downstairs. What the fuck?
A third time in a row.
Soul, did he drop down?
Now they have top square, they have main stairs. They need a DMR open E3.
No longer with the Solus, they can no longer rotate down below to have
Benjamin can surf. That's square control gone.
Instantly traded by Spoit.
Oh, Ambi!
Oh my god.
Shaiko, a 4-2 lead for Shopify Rebellion.
Troy on the shield. Holy moly.
Guys are stopping.
Holy moly.
crazy, dude.
Third ban here, Cap and Mira. I feel like I haven't even seen either of these ops.
Oh my god, they did lose Bank to VP. They lost Bank to VP, and SR is just a better VP. No, you're right, bro. And then Cafes, the map they lost to Twisted Mind, Grinded was close.
Players make the game.
That's crazy.
They're
like walking over these fools right now. They are on a fucking tear, dude. Ooh, this is nasty.
That is ridiculous, but one thing I wanted to add as well, stopping now on the Warden, maybe they're expecting Shopify to...
Hold up. It's a Thursday. There's gotta be something. Right? No, we're gonna have to go watch Twitch. Yeah, it's gonna be something on Twitch. There's gotta be something that's going down. R6.
Sorry, I wouldn't.
There's like, you know what I mean? Well, I guess, wait a minute. Ooh, there's Counter-Strike going on now. I love Counter-Strike. That's my stuff right there. Old school, baby.
Garlic shrimp scampi and beyond. The possibilities are shrimpfinite. Only at Red Lobster for a limited time.
Modesty has played. What are the odds he's going to miss 2 shots in that scenario? Apex cannot believe they got away with that one. Apex cannot believe they're still fighting in this map. 12-11. Incredible heroics, a risk-taking from Kerrigan pans out, and they can get nothing else done. The championship pedigree still lives in Vitality.
And look at the weapons for Falcons.
I don't even know what the fuck is going on, but this is crazy. What? Oh, dude, we just joined at the perfect time. Holy crap.
Make it a stand in Cologne.
Round 20. Oh, bro. Yeah.
Right there for the taking.
Oh, they're coming right up short, though. This time there's going to be no messing around, no details. They're just going to attack into this. Kiyosuke and Nico to defend. Monacy's all out of position.
He's just waiting inside of the side. They're going to send some utility forward. They're going to get by. Vitality keeping it up. We're going to bring the pressure. Kiyosuke trying to hold, but Nico.
Crazy.
Still in this for Falcons.
Okay.
The unthinkable, but they are making the impossible possible. Looking to take down the #1, the defending major champions. If Robs wants to keep his flawless streak going, he has to do it. But Falcons have taken down the world #1.
But it's also crazy, like a decade ago, like, dude, none of these teams existed. Like, I mean, like, I think this is still, like, pretty much the old FaZe team, but now they're just playing for the Falcons. Like, all these esports name changes.
And Vitality devastation, all the goals, all the path. It doesn't matter how much you win, losing hurts all the same. Apex devastated on the stage.
Vitality had hopes of going beyond the stars, of pushing their greatness out to heights that no one could reach ever again. But Falcons, they were built for this, designed for this, to take down Team Vitality. And now Nico has a chance. Every major we come in and we ask that same question. Is this the one for Nikola Kovac? Well, because of the team around him, because he's reunited with Kerrigan, he has that chance in Cologne.
All the pieces for Falcons falling into place. The final puzzle piece. 61 days in this roster. And Kerrigan has delivered them into the semifinals. exactly as he planned. And we're ready down on the stage to talk with OJ and the winners.
Well, it took 3 maps. It took almost every single round bar one. But you've done it. You've made it through to a semi-final. What work that was.
It was a huge fight. We knew that going up against Vitality, we cannot expect an easy game. And yeah, it's been a very long day. We fought like crazy the whole time, and just super proud of the boys right now. We kept composure throughout the whole time, even though we were losing towards the end. Some of the very close rounds, we stayed calm, and we had some good reads towards the end, and just huge relief right now.
Just a question about staying calm. We saw a couple of times towards the end. You had a lead and you had to save. How hard is it? The adrenaline's pumping. You can see a win in the distance. How hard is it to back off and save?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else you can do, right? You have a huge lead, and if we have to gain every percentage that we can get in those rounds, right? And that meant just saving a couple of times. Yeah, even like towards the end, we obviously didn't even have the best buy when we won the last round, but I think we can improved a lot on those situations. I think if you asked me like 2 or 3 months ago, we would have probably lost way more guns in these rounds and maybe even lost the game towards the end. So yeah, we just kept it very good towards the end.
What has been the difference? What has changed to mean that you're winning these rounds?
Yeah, I mean, we have just huge belief right now, we are carrying it on from the group stage. We had a lot of tight games, and we came back a couple of times in the group stage as well, and we just wanted to kind of try to repeat what we have done in the group stage, and we have done an amazing job of doing that today. But yeah, I mean, just happy with the team right now, if 2 months ago, Finn was not supposed to be here, and now we are, beating the favorites of the major. We are now getting to the semifinals, so it's been a crazy storyline so far, but we are not done yet.
Absolutely not. Just a quick word about Vitality. That is 4 series on the trot now that you've had their number, 4-0. What code have you cracked that nobody else seems to be able to find in beating Vitality?
I'm not sure. I don't think we're doing anything specific versus them. I think it's probably more now into their heads that, we are maybe the only team that's kind of are making it very competitive versus them and even winning most of the time. I think maybe they respect us a lot, and this is the reason why they tend to maybe play a bit differently versus us, but nothing crazy. I think ever since, even in G2 times, me and Ilya had always, I don't want to say good times versus them, but the games were always very enjoyable and exciting, and just happy that we won in the end now as well.
Well, it's going to be great to see you tomorrow here in the semi-finals. Just one last question, that's about Counter-Strike. 27th birthday today. What a day we've had. I mean, the match beforehand was a white-knuckle ride. It was all the overtimes. We then see you take it to 3 maps, win like that almost all the rounds. This has got to be the greatest game of all time.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Everyone knows that, and we are just proving it by each major.
Mate, we'll see you tomorrow. Congratulations, you're through to a semi-final. Put your hands together for Nico and Falcons, semi-finalists at the major.
I think we shall. Semi-final Saturday. And today's game is all about living in the present. Easy to say, harder to do. Aurora encircled with rumors, but simultaneously going further than ever before. The thoughts of the future creep into your mind on both sides of the stage. The past, how can you ignore it if you're Gabriel Toledo? We don't know who's going to win this one. We don't know who's going to grand finals tomorrow. But let's have some fun and find out.
Oh, so that was the first. Oh, shit. Okay, so that was the first. Okay, so yeah, now this is the other team that's going to play to get into the... Oh.
Let's see who's up to the task today.
Wait, I'm confused.
Furia, selecting the T-side start, and they're looking to bully Soulfly out the gates. Major Rookie's B side is going to be bombarded with a rush.
They're going straight in. Major and Makadi are quick to tend to this. It's about that first
shot,
and Soulfly takes down Fallen, puts his head on a platter.
Oh.
There's Major, and there's a nice double out of Wakadia. Shut down, run at Queserato, trying to find a couple of consolation frags. Aurora, a rip-roaring start.
Hitting it with pace, and Soulfly, he delivers. The young man, 1 kill to the name, but the setup, it was sound, and the Turks strike first. Is there a force fight? in the ranks here. Just chips one away, then playing ahead of the smokes. Wakadia lays waste to the attack, and that's what you want to see. Not whiffing, not missing, hitting hard and finding the fire. It's not the force, but there is a scout. Molodoi into play. Trundle's down middle, looking for an opener. You need to get the Black Flash online early.
Fulham spent all his pennies to facilitate this.
Tag's good, but they got a P250 alongside these blocks. Life at a util, and I don't think you're clearing this.
I don't think you're ready. No, just assuming it would be clear. Woxic will deny Molodoi any further impact.
How much more could the man get? His orb would be tasty. Woxic can farm himself up a couple. This one now.
At least it's retrieved.
Still should be. Walk in the park. Aurora looking to bring the new dawn of a new age for Turkish Counter-Strike. Semi-finals one thing, grand finals the other. And the way Zentares and Wakadia displayed themselves, sure it was against Betboom. Holland faking the mid to B. The other three ready to pounce into Soulfly and Wakadia.
Intercepted. Soulfly could be 2 for 2 in defense of his bomb site to start off proceedings. Does handle Yakinda. Oh, and he makes it look easy. Comfortable dispatch of 3. Eco goes nowhere.
Aurora, do they want to bring out the AW play? There's plenty of cash to do so. They're late second.
Bro, hold up.
From Woxic, so they will have the AWP advantage, not available for
Bro,
Furia, and they haven't
my siege has been open this whole time.
Keep your eyes on the
I
game
completely forgot about that.
They really want to try and bombard Soulfly.
Now I kind of just got on this little.
How that stands up.
Look at Woxic feeling himself.
Crazy.
Round 3 into lower tunnels, and he draws first blood. Case Serato cut out of the round by the Southpaw sniper. Backs away, job done, mission accomplished. Furia already walking wonky. It's the dream start, Chad, for Aurora.
Desk bringing a slow one here on the T side into question for Furia. Remember, they opted to be here. Man disadvantage. Fallen does go and scavenge back the AK, so now he's equipped with a rifle. Molodoi to play late long, the other three working on some short control as Yakinda throws out a mid to B smoke. Adja and Zentares passive, and Soulfly I mentioned as the B defender playing long in this setup. No AWP to hold them at arm's length on this site. It's going to be the rifles to do the work. 45 seconds. Still a smoke on Zentares.
The util has to be perfect if you want to get down Zentares. Throws out his HE, doesn't find the initial connection, but his nade does. Matches there, and into the meat grinder. Furia shredded up nicely.
Considering the save already, couldn't be a slower start. Multiple members yet to get out those starting blocks. Fallen, Molodoi, Yakinda. And that last name has been instrumental in setting the tempo.
Crazy. Yeah, these guys are looking good on this.
We see Molodoi get an AWP in his hands. This is spotless for Aurora. Really lose it after time. Wakadia starting to track this one down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh!
He's so lucky. He is so damn lucky. Wakadia hadn't considered the clock. A 1 second pause.
That would have been devastating to the finances early.
Oh my goodness.
Still wipe the board, no threat in this. And let Major cook. A couple of 35-year-olds in the server right now. Adja and Fallen looking to lead their teams to the final.
Hot tip. New Exxon Mobile Rewards Plus app users can earn $10 in points. Yep. Okay. Ooh, still hot. Redeeming rewards is so easy, it might surprise you.
Totally.
Trust the tiger.
What's more endless than infinity? Shrimpfinity. Endless Shrimp is back at Red Lobster with new ways to mix and match endlessly.
Remember PT001 here, guys. He just said, Aurora is so confusing, they always like to dominate top teams the first 5 rounds, and then Aurora just tilts and can't win any more rounds. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see if he calls it. They're looking like they're in flow state, though. I think, yeah. Is there really nothing going on here?
He has a Glock. They've got the time, but Molodoy the space. Can he do anything with his Glock to hamper rotations?
Hot tip. New XEL Mobile Rewards Plus.
What the hell?
Can earn $10 in points. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, still hot. Redeeming rewards is so easy, it might surprise you.
Totally.
Trust the tiger.
What's more endless than infinity? Shrimpfinity. Endless Shrimp is back at Red Lobster with new ways to mix and match endlessly, featuring the all-new garlic bread-crusted shrimp with marinara, Parrot Isle coconut shrimp, garlic shrimp scampi, and beyond. The possibilities are Shrimpfinite. Only at Red Lobster for a limited time.
Locked in. Abby, help me! Until dry eyes took her down. Calm the dry eye nightmare and relieve irritated eyes. Sustain Pro. Long-lasting dry eye relief for up to 12 hours.
Interesting mismatch in the head-to-head of the default setups of these two teams. Keep your eyes on your Kinder. He's the long probe. He'll be tasked with taking on Madja on the other side, but they're not shoring up long. They're playing to disrupt short. Molodoy holds the rotation. Fallen throws out mid to B utility as Alert Smokes donned on the B bomb side.
This is a really threatening and avant-garde setup from the two of them. One sits anti, Woxic gets the info. Off the flash though, he's dropped off.
They've completely sold long. At some point they have to think it's a consideration.
Woxic acknowledges the possibility.
Still wearing into this mid to B. They're taking short space now. The timing could be good for Aurora if they get a move on.
Here they come.
Ricardo doesn't believe his luck, doesn't pull the trigger. Soulfly only the one. They've breached the site. Molodoy's in trouble. Still hits Madja. Nice little quick scope from the Kazakh and Fallen. Quick with the AK-47. They'll find consecutive.
And that's the money in the mud. Losing that hero AK, then back-to-back with the buys. They're in trouble with the finances. Can Aurora keep a cool head about them? They will have to take the light investment here. They have no other option. Just the timing here. Looks like Wakadia got caught sleeping. Yakinda given the good graces to waltz on out. And this one from Molodoy. Combat open, up close and personal. And the boss man seals the deal. We're back underway. Molodoy's already striking hard. The scout tags has hit.
Oh no, you better not.
You can't go down to Woxic's scout. He finds safe haven. Accelerating up towards Cat is K Serato. Oh no, actually in the mid doors. Gets caught by a scout bullet. Two of them now wounded by Woxic.
Right now this is going to be about the finish. This scout is harassing short, but the stack's over towards B. So USP and a Deagle. Madja tucked in Carp. With the low HP, he might be able to get something done. Does depend on this finish. So taking their time, not rushing the play. Switching towards B with the pack. The bomb top Cat. As they set up U2, the game plan, it's been clear. Bombard this B bomb site. Just Fallen, okay. Yes, he does. Easy one for Fallen. Should be able to wipe this one away now. Zentara's up close and personal.
He's got the deagle. He's been jumped over, completely overlooked by Fallen. The belated trade necessary. Stops things from going awry. And Woxic, another tag. That's 3 connections from that scout.
And now, a triangulated his position. Woxic, can you take anybody with you? You're low on HP. Molodoy wanted to take the fight. And Yakinda, he knows exactly where you are. Thanks for coming. 3-3, we're all tied up. To get back into the guns. There is no Woxic AWP available. This is a great opportunity for Molodoi to start to settle into the game. That's a quick one there on the cross. Wakadia going close. This one could have got out of control. He gets the hand on the AK. That's Xantares we're talking about. Bit of a grimace. He knew what could have been. But Faber, coach, on the mic, giving Sid the same opportunity. We're all tied up, early stages. Good long spawns for Furia if they want to use them. Changing of the tide in the last 3 has been...
Well, hey, little man. How you doing? All right. A little advice, my friend. With the Exxon Mobile Rewards Plus app, new users can earn $10 in points. $5 in points after your first fuel purchase and $5 after your second. Okay. Ooh, look out. Still hot.
Man, I keep on seeing this fucking ad. I'm tired of it.
So easy to earn. It might even surprise you. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. Trust the tiger. Hot tip. New Exxon Mobile Rewards Plus app users can earn $10 in points. Yep. Okay. Ooh, still hot. Redeeming rewards is so easy, it might surprise you.
Totally.
Trust the tiger.
What's more endless than infinity? Shrimpfinity. Endless Shrimp is back at Red Lobster with new ways to mix and match endlessly, featuring the all-new garlic bread-crusted shrimp with marinara, Parrot Isle coconut shrimp, garlic shrimp scampi, and beyond. The possibilities are shrimpfinite. Only at Red Lobster for a limited time.
Through the doors. And Yuri thrust into an unwinnable clutch. 7 HP, gotta back away.
Even with this guy's record in the event so far, no chance in the world. Xantares takes him out of the picture. Aurora respond, and that was a tricky round. Furia trying to get quite technical, trying to keep those pieces moving. That opening kill on a Soulfly was great, but Wakadia, we know what this man has been delivering. The future of Turkey is here and present.
And you said it, Madja. He put his troops in the right place. He was so ahead of that complex call from Fury. He had a third body on B.
And here's the response with Sid on the timeout. So going back and forth with these in the early stages. Wanting to get in before the money is gone. Does the game plan now shift? Do they settle into something a little bit more standard? Yuri has the best long spawn. Doesn't look like they're postured to take these. Eyes on Molodoi's all picking suicide as usual. There's a B spawn here, so he will be late to the plate. But Woxic has his, so we get to see them go toe-to-toe. Big nade damage onto Fallen. Knocked out from Madja. Oh, and a second onto Yakinda, who dismantles, wanting to track down Madja's pushes. Again, they just sell long. You can see the prep playing in for both teams heavily. Not scared of Furia taking this. They want to stuff the short progression.
Madja will flash on Xantares' call.
Nobody will be hindered by this. Looking to collapse on middle. Wakadia coming to join the fray.
Will Sid's timeout lead to Furia finding that fourth round?
Pesarado, if he peers around short, he's bound to get an awful lot of information here.
Yeah, but Xantares should have his head. Look at that. Perfect setup to succeed as Xantares. Madja's flash. Xantares provides the head.
Wakadia cheating back over towards B now, 40 seconds. Furia look hesitant. They feel like they've been rumbled, that they're going to be red, while two on the side ready to deal damage.
You just need a good entry. Eyes on Yakinda. Yuri to provide the trade if he can't hack it. There's Wacardia in the window. He's done it again, removing Wacardia. You need Soulfly. There's the trade. Is it available? Is it available? Mantle's up for 2. Soulfly's done very well. Puts them into a winnable retake on B. Centaurus is quick on the back door as well. Matt just going to join him. 2 through tons. Woxic kicking up a stick.
Oh, these guys should have been swapped. What are you doing?
Molodoi spotted out by Centaurus towards that big box. You've got a lurk smoke thrown out by Centaurus. That's going to enable them to close that gap and on and off. Oh, not far off. Woxic removed, just the pressure release. He's going to go close to the smoke. He wouldn't be ready. Yuri is, catches Manta, and Centaurus is running for the hills.
We're going blow for blow here. That was tough. Felt like Soulfly had done enough. Don't want to get into the weeds with the nitty and the gritty. We'll leave that for the desk, but the game plan is clear, and that's on both sides. Seeing long left open as a void, seeing B just hit time and time again. 8 rounds of play. We're locked up. Wakani has been caught a couple of times now in that window. And this is great from Yuri. You can see Molodoi sweating bullets there, having to take the AWP and gravitate towards the smoke. That's a tough position to find yourself. Eco around to the save to AK. Couple of investments, smokes, pistol upgrades. Centaurus looking to take a fight through short.
See if he can be the can opener into this round.
Against the AWP.
Looking to crack skulls. Molodoi holds perfect. Threat neutralized.
AK picked up. Wacardia has that now. Again, back to B. This is brutal.
Elected to start on the attack.
This is going to put you in a weird spot for the next gun rounds. Now that they've waltzed in, they have all this util. The site is theirs, and they shouldn't have any issues holding onto it. More mollies, more smokes. Plenty more to block and hold them at the door. I question, do Aurora want to play aggressive next round into lower tunnels to really be an absolute nuisance and then force the round into a mid-round 3v3 type scenario? And then on the other side, if they get long spawns, does Fallen want to call the rip, send it, change the pace? It's a game of bluff. Sketchy on the fight, but no dramas. Round is secure for Furia. 5 on the board in a moment's time. Yakinda will take Soulfly with him. Yuri wants a little bit more for his troubles. This guy's been a rock. And they do retain the AK. So the best of a bad situation. And a second timeout from Faber. That mental game will be the conversation into this next round. Woxic has the AWP, Molodoi as well. Serrano has the best long spawn. The game plan, it's been working. You lost the pistol, you lost the conversions, sure. As far as the gun rounds are concerned, you've been sticking to your guns and you've been converting. One tricky round, maybe an overcook, maybe a little bit too long in the lab.
Hot tip, new Exxon Mobile Rewards Plus app users can earn $10 in points. Yep. Okay. Ooh, still hot. Redeeming rewards is so easy, it might surprise you.
Totally.
Trust the tiger.
What's more endless than infinity? Shrimpfinity. Endless Shrimp is back at Red Lobster with new ways to mix and match endlessly, featuring the all-new garlic bread-crusted shrimp with marinara, Parrot Isle coconut shrimp, garlic shrimp scampi, and beyond. The possibilities are shrimpfinite. Only at Red Lobster for a limited time.
Well, hey, little man. How you doing? All right. A little advice, my friend. With the Exxon Mobile Rewards Plus app, new users can earn $10 in points. $5 in points after your first fuel purchase and 5 after your second.
Okay.
Ooh, look out. Still hot. Oops, my bad there. So easy to earn. It might even surprise you. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. Trust the tiger.
Everybody in college football's got a deal, even mascots. It's time the fans got something back, like free groceries for a year, or even a house. Don't fan for free. Order DoorDash on game days and get rewarded.
Opportunity there. Let's see if they can respond.
This is going to be a good semifinal right
the
here.
Smoke is there. Woxic not going to be able to find that immediate incision this time. Territory gained for Furia.
Props to Aurora. They haven't been playing to the beat of the Brazilian drum.
He wants to fight this. Madja down to Fallen. Captain on captain crime.
This one can simmer now. 3 players here. Wakandia was over early to address this. Tara surging forward. He wants answers.
Yeah, but are you ready for this kind of angle? He's known for his aim and his pre-aim, but clearing these corners procedurally. Is he even ready for Yuri? Oh, he was! Adjusted up. Yuri bests him, though. Extends the advantage. Furia are working with a door smoke at the 55-second mark. Guardian's in a good position to get the info. Fallen spots him and beheads him.
Oh!
Playing like a young man right there.
Oof.
Crisp on the rifle, now just 2 to find. Their biggest fear factor is this Woxic AWP. If he sounds off a shot, they'll find the finish. Right now, they could be heading into the stack. Queserado searching for info. Is anybody home? Is sector clear? Can I call the rotation in? Long also. The Fangs of Furia clear out the site. The bomb starts to rotate. Fallen has the rotation, and Woxic and Soulfly. It might just have to be the save. And that's if your Kinder will let you. Their money's not great either. This has been a back and forth affair. The bomb tossed, now planted, and the hunt is on. 1900 for Aurora going into the final round of this half. They need to hold on to these.
To keep these guns. Woxic does take a little heavy flag through the doors. Took down 1. No secret as to where these guns are being saved. How much will Furia invest into finding the removal of them? Would have to be one hell of a wide swing here from Yakinda, distracted by the utility and creeping and crawling forward. Soulfly's gone. Woxic just 10 HP, cowering in the corner. They're coming for him, and they take it all away.
Diligent hunt, solid stuff. This is a
Man,
stage
that's
game.
petty
This
as
isn't
fuck.
a brawl like what yesterday offered. There's some clean
Damn!
runs. And that one's on Fallen.
They
The
cleared
entry.
every corner.
And then the second onto Wakandia to really tip the scales heavily in their favor. Madja trying to make a play, Antares the same, and Bosch. Fallen's got your number. Final round, first half.
Hello. Santara's lucky to be alive. Attack through the doors, puts him on 8 HP. Will Util dump it in mid?
Happy to get Woxic this AW. He's glass. Damage done. Spam through. Soulfly low. And they're going for this 3-man B side. Flash at the ready.
Still wants to go. Queserato, flash. Oh, and just a house. He got a second.
Oh.
Unreal. He could have found Antares. Okay, Madja and Fallen, another little standoff on the long side. Bodies dropping on B. Madja wants to be involved somehow. He can't be so far away from that B bomb site. What a Queserato coded double.
And B bomb site to finish the half looks likely. 4 congregated in the upper tunnels. Smoke now faded. And still safety first. The mantra of Furia. Not going to force the finish. I'm going to find it. I'm going to turn the screws. Antares feels like he has to make a play. In the smoke, ready to react.
He's found his corner, his roost. Yakinda unprepared. Gets caught out throwing his nades. Takes the cue, takes the fight. Antares delivers. Pulls us back into the 4-on-3. Madja's position compromised. Another frag from Queserato. Getting his third. There's Woxic. Removes the threat on the long side, but an open red carpet run to plant on B.
It's a bad door smoke. Yuri will lob one out. And it's not going to matter. Just one man to find. Queserato with another 4K. An ace to finish the half.
The crowd wants it. Will K-Serato go for it? Looks like he wants it. Not an easy shot. Now he knows. K-Serato, 5 kills to wrap up the half. Furious start T-side with a bang.
Crazy. You know what, guys? Actually, hold up. My laundry just 1 second. Oh, but it's about to start back up again, isn't it? Or how long has it got? Oh. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I got a little hungry.
An MP9 not a cut for it, then an easy pick for Madger. He's accelerating. He's going to go and call B clear. That pulls K-Serato away. Scuttle's a well-placed smoke, actually. He's going to keep Madger uncertain as to the rotations, and he is calling it.
K-Serato. If he's able to worm in towards lower tunnels, he can cut them off with the pass. This is a massive play. He's up mid. He's not going to spot anything. Will he be able to dart back in time? Doesn't look likely. Holodoy is going to trundle over through CT. Soulfly has a smoke for the doors. So in they run. And is this the round, or is there anything more? Now the penny drops. Holodoy meanders over, but they cannot give this a go. Job done. Long fight's won. And Aurora find their first in their second half.
Credit to Soulfly for his contribution there on the long side. He let them win out with his frag onto Fallen. To be on a semi-final stage in the Lanxess Arena as your first major experience, I mean, this is just going to set the bar impossibly high. Because he gets to play his favorite video game in front of the Lanxess Arena. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you so much
I love
for
the Escape Pod.
with us.
Hell
That's
yeah.
Andrew, and I'm Alex.
And as always, with great power comes great. Koi is back ability, baby.
I believe Koi is officially our longest tenured guest on YouTube. This is his 4th appearance on our YouTube channel.
And it shall not be the last.
Oh, I want that SNL 5 jacket, but Escape Pod edition.
Anytime something big in the nerd world, anytime something big happens, we're like, I want to talk to Koi about this. Let's go talk to Koi.
We got Man of Tomorrow next year. We got the Batman 2. Like, we're just getting started, gents.
So we got a lot of X-Men news. We got Spider-Man that just came out. X-Men 97 just ended. Doomsday. So we're going to talk about all that. We got an agree or disagree we might do. We got a couple brackets. One maybe we'll do on the Patreon. Bracket of comic accuracy movies and a bracket of upcoming projects. So Marvel, DC, random movies. What are we most excited for? We'll do a whole bracket of that on the Patreon.
Exactly.
But what shall we start with? Just talking about stuff?
I say we start with what just ended, X-Men 97. We can start out with, what did you think of X-Men 97 Season 2, Koi?
I thought it started incredibly strong and then wavered for me about halfway, and then it kind of went on enough B plots and C plots. I assumed the summation would feel more like resolute, but then when it didn't, I think overall the feeling was, this is good but not great. And I think the show is, you see the greatness in it. I think there's so much DNA right under the surface, but I think it was a really tricky situation that was kind of the inverse of Daredevil Born Again. I think Daredevil Born Again had a messiness in Season 1 that then came together incredibly in Season 2. But 1 is still good, 2 is just exceptional to me, and X-Men 97 was kind of the opposite, where the messiness happened between 1 and 2 and kind of went the other way. So now I have a lot of faith in Season 3 because I think now they've gone through their growing pain season. I just think that when you start with a growing pain season, like Daredevil, it's a little easier to be like, okay, I see where we're going. This had the trickiness of like, it happened, like their sophomore season set was a little bit messier because of the circumstances that had their control. Everything felt like it was going a very specific direction towards Onslaught. Everything felt like it was going towards a certain momentum, and then I feel like the Gambit stuff was supposed to be like a mid-season element and not a finale. It didn't feel like a finale. It felt like it was a piece of something. To me.
I felt like that a little bit in Season 1 as well. I think the Apocalypse Gambit stuff was pretty strong. I don't think that the highs of we said this on our last episode. The highs of Season 2 do not reach the highs of Season 1 even in the slightest. I mean, the Genosha episode is untouchable. But I kind of found myself enjoying the second half of Season 2 a little bit more than the second half of Season 1 because I think it was a little bit more messy in Season 1. But they're both good.
I think they're both
both good.
We're talking about like, oh no, an amazing X-Men show that isn't quite the heights of like. It's still, I think, better than the original 90s series, which is insane because the original 90s series was so formative. So we're talking like, oh no, it's an A- B+ instead of an A. It's a marginal dip. I just wanted to be fair to Season 1 being like such a seemingly structured animal, and the second one felt like it had a little bit more messiness. But overall, I mean, I care about Polaris more than I have since the 90s.
Yep.
I'm so invested in Rogue and Gambit's relationship in a different way. There's a different context to it. The impact of Nightcrawler was astounding. The fact that they made an actual Apocalypse arc feel like it mattered and it wasn't just OP. Like, Apocalypse is so hard to quantify. Like, his power set, his abilities, his arc as a character, all of that's impossible because he's too powerful to really describe. He's timeless. He's omnipresent. He's the first mutant. Like, when you look at his stuff, you're like, well, that guy doesn't fucking matter because it's everything.